We're going to do tree houses. Now, it's not sort of like the kiddie tree house that you might be used to, where you perch a little hut in a tree and that's it. What we're talking about today is an actual tree that is a house. I've done a little sample one here. It's not perfect. Let me just grab a sign out. It's not perfect, but what it is it's a pretty good little sample of what you can get when you do this tree house. So I've got a little, oh hello sheep, staring in the window. Got a little kitchen area downstairs. Got a middle floor with an enchanting library and a bit of storage. And if we go up to the top floor, we've got a little bedroom with some more storage. Nice glass roof. So yeah, this, as you can see, I've put a load of windows in. It's up to you what you want it to look like, but that is... it's a treehouse, and it's surprisingly easy to do. There's two different options you can use, and it kind of depends how much effort you want to put in. If you just want a quick little treehouse that you can knock up in survival, it's really fast, it's really simple, and it looks pretty good. And people are always quite impressed when you sort of like pop up a quick little treehouse. It's especially good if if their main areas in sort of plains and you've had a little explore, you've come across a little bit of jungle. I would recommend you take some shears whenever you go exploring, just because there's all sorts of stuff that you can do to just make everything a little bit nicer if you've got some shears. Cut some vines, cut some leaves to make some bushes on your walkway, cut some ferns, shrubs, anything like that. You can put all of that sort of stuff in a plant pot so it looks good. But for the purposes of this, what we're looking for is you will need some jungle saplings, you'll need some bone meal, and you'll probably need a couple of chunks of jungle wood. That's all you really need. Everything else is just decoration. So what we're going to do is, if you go to the Minecraft circle generator, because trees are on the whole round, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 across, I'm going to do 2 diagonally, and then I'm going to do 3 down. It's probably not a perfect circle, but it'll do for all purposes just now. So you can see I'm just planting the saplings, 3, 3, 3, straight in the ground. So this is the smaller one that you can do in survival. Now you could wait for them to grow, or for the sake of a little bit of bone meal, you can probably, let me just get rid of these. For the sake of a little bit of bone meal, you can probably just pop them up like this. So just work your way around the circle. You can make yourself a safe little tree house in, what was that, 30 seconds once I had it in. Then you're nice and safe from the outside. Let's grab some torches out. We'll just light the inside up so nothing spawns in here while we're busy. A couple of torches. And then what I would usually do is hollow out the leaves to a decent height. It's up to you what you do once you've hollowed out that height. You can either use some of the leaves that you've just broken if you've done it with shears, and you can just fill in the middle like this, or you can put glass so you've got like an open air ceiling. But that is a perfectly respectable little tree house. You can take your wood out here, pop a door in. Let me just grab a door, and for the sake of 5 minutes you've got quite a cool little tree house there. You might want to tidy up the outside, just make it all nice and neat. Whee! Straight down the pit. This is the hazard with building right next to a pit. So that's the small size tree house. The super quick and dirty survival one. It looks okay, looks pretty good. I'd probably want to faff about with the edges, soften them up a bit. You can put a ladder up one side and have a little lookout post on the top or whatever. But yeah, that's the basic one. What I'm going to do quickly, I'm just going to go to sleep, so we're doing the next bit in the daytime. So let's go back into the deluxe version. Have a quick nap. As I'm going to sleep, you can probably see I've got a glass roof in here. I quite like glass roofs just because they let light in. So you don't need to have as many torches and stuff kicking about the place. So yeah, there we go. That's all quite nice little tree house there. Like I say, I would probably take some of the lower leaves off the outside to give it more of a tree shape. But this is for example purposes only, so I'll stop titting about with it. What I'm going to do over here is I'm going to build one that's a little bit more like my one over there. I always think the proportions of these look a little bit better. You can do this in survival or in creative. If you do it in survival, I would recommend you have a little bit of dirt, just as a scaffold. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go 3. I'm going to use the same pattern actually. I'm going to go 3, 2, 2, 3. 2, 3. But again, you can go any size you want. The only limit is how much materials you've gathered and how much time you want to spend doing it. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so that's my circle. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go up a little bit with each of them. Now you'll probably know with wood planks already, not wood planks, with raw wood, the cut end always faces the way you're looking. So you kind of have to go straight up with these. Straight up like so. So don't go too high so you can jump off. Okay, so once you've come up a little way, that's probably about enough. What you're going to do is you're going to put a ring of dirt. You'll notice I've switched to fly, just for the ease of the video. If you're in survival, obviously, you'd still be clambering around the top of this pretty carefully. Yeah. I've done it in survival a couple of times. I've never fallen off yet. But that obviously is no guarantee. So then, yeah, you go around and you carefully put your saplings in. So exactly the same amount of saplings, really, for this one. You just need, for the taller one, you just need to make sure that you've got some raw wood, plenty of raw wood, and some dirt. What I'm going to do, actually, is because I quite like having a staggered height for the top, at the back here, I'm just going to put an extra little 4 bits of dirt in and an extra 2 trees. Because when 4 jungle saplings are planted together like that, they make one of the huge big daddy trees. And I quite like the different levels that gives us. But what you've got to do, if you're putting a big 4 in, you've got to make sure that you bone meal the 2 saplings either side of it first. Because sometimes if you've put the trees too close to a big one, they won't grow. So it's best to do all the singles first. And you just cruise on round. Again, if you were in survival, you'd be clambering around carefully. And you'll see they're all different heights already as they've gone up. But then if we do the big daddy one at the back, that should be a double layer one higher again. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so you'll see the proportions on that are a lot better. You've got a huge tree now. It's more than big enough for a couple of floors. What we need to do is just get rid of that ring of dirt in the middle. And then you need some spare jungle wood, and we're just going to, from underneath, fill in the gaps. So that now is a pretty nice, it's a big jungle tree, it's got the extra bit at the back. So this is then where you would pop your door in, you would decide if you want any windows, you would decide what you're doing with your roof. What I would recommend is you spend 2 seconds, once you've done it, building up, if there's any vines on the inside, which there usually is if you've put a big one in. Just go up, spend a second, go up, take them out. Because if you let the vines get a stranglehold on the inside, it's murder. You spend most of your time clearing the vines away. Okay, so there we go. Let's pop the door in. That is the taller level treehouse. The only thing you might want to do is, I mean, this isn't a massive one. Sometimes you get absolutely huge ones. You might want to have a lookout post on the top of your top tree. So to do that, you just kind of cruise on up. There's usually vines. Cruise on up the vines. Cruise on down the vines. I would recommend you put a ladder and then a trapdoor if you're going to have it opening directly from the house. Just because it stops the vines encroaching on absolutely everything. So let's have a trapdoor. Let's have a ladder. But we're going straight up here. 3, 4, 5, 6. let's just get rid of that bit of vine. Oops, I might just have to fly for this bit. Ladder, ladder, ladder. So yeah, ladder anywhere in the house. Anywhere in the house. And then usually have a little trapdoor. The trapdoor has to go on the side though, rather than on the thing, which might mean you need to put some substrate in. So let's put a quick little thing of wood. Let's put the trapdoor on there. So when it opens, you carry on straight up. There we go. Okay, so up, a little jump, and that gets us onto the vines. Vine all the way up. Vine, vine, and that gets us on top of the tree. That's it for this episode. That was Minecraft How To. I'm Claire for the Angels. If you liked this video, please like, share and comment. You can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr or Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching!